In the grand tapestry of royal narratives, there exists an untold chapter, a subtle hint of potential change, a whispered possibility that dangles precariously between the weight of ancient customs and the pull of genuine human connections. Before we embark on this intriguing journey, I must pause to share a personal note. Over the recent days, countless viewers have tuned in to witness these unfolding tales of monarchy and legacy, yet many have yet to commit to the full experience. If you're among those who have been following along without subscribing, now is the perfect moment to join the community. Hit that subscribe button on Global Royal Insider, and you'll ensure you never miss a single installment in this captivating saga of royal evolution. The British royal family has perpetually navigated a delicate balance, blending the echoes of their storied past with the beats of their hearts. Titles within this world aren't just fancy labels. They represent profound symbols of authority, status, and ancestral ties. Yet what unfolds when the forces of romance, devotion, and contemporary ideals clash against the unyielding walls of time-honored protocols? This is the very dilemma that's quietly gaining momentum in discussions surrounding Prince William and his extended family, Carol and Michael Middleton. Emerging accounts, though not officially verified, have sparked widespread chatter in journalistic and online spheres, positing that the Prince of Wales might eventually extend an official royal accolade to the Middletons. This wouldn't stem from mere obligation, but from a heartfelt sense of appreciation for the individuals who nurtured the woman destined to ascend as queen, a move that could signify an extraordinary display of royal warmth or merely a rumor, gaining speed through speculation rather than solid evidence. In this piece, we'll dissect this hypothetical honor, often referred to as the Earl and Countess of Bucklebury, and ponder whether such a groundbreaking shift in royal protocol could realistically materialize. To set the stage, let's revisit the foundational facts we have at our disposal. Catherine Middleton, who now holds the esteemed title of Princess of Wales, entered the world not amidst the opulence of nobility, but within the solid, hard-working fabric of middle-class life. Her parents, Carol and Michael Middleton, amassed their wealth through a thriving business in party supplies, and they brought up their 3 children in the serene, unassuming village of Bucklebury, nestled in Berkshire. During the early stages of Catherine's relationship with Prince William, the Middletons adopted a stance of remarkable discretion. They shunned media interactions, made only rare public appearances, and kept a respectful distance from the intricacies of royal matters. Despite this, their impact, gentle yet profound, played a pivotal role in molding one of the most beloved figures in modern royalty. Carol and Michael have been intimately involved in the lives of their grandchildren, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. Their steady presence has offered a grounding force for the Wales family, particularly amid the monarchy's occasional storms of upheaval. It is within this backdrop of quiet support that the whispers of speculation begin to swirl. The notion that the Middletons might someday receive aristocratic designations isn't entirely unprecedented, but it remains at the very least extraordinarily rare. Traditionally, the spouses' families of reigning monarchs do not inherit hereditary peerages or formal noble ranks. For instance, the late Queen Elizabeth II refrained from bestowing dukedoms or earldoms upon Prince Philip's relatives. Similarly, her father, King George VI, did not elevate the family of Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, to higher nobility. Even the Spencers, Diana's lineage with its deep-rooted aristocratic pedigree, saw no additional ennoblement following her union with the then Prince of Wales. Against this backdrop of historical consistency, the prospect of the Middletons being granted titles would undeniably represent a bold departure, a conscious choice to prioritize familial bonds over rigid formality. And yet, royal customs are not immutable relics. They evolve with the times. Queen Elizabeth herself demonstrated flexibility when circumstances demanded it. Prince Philip, despite his royal birthright, was awarded the Duke of Edinburgh title and inducted into the prestigious Order of the Garter prior to his marriage. In more recent memory, the monarch endorsed reforms to succession laws, enabling female heirs to inherit on equal footing with males, a transformation that would have been inconceivable mere generations ago. Thus, the real inquiry isn't about the monarchy's capacity to recognize the Middletons. It's about whether it will choose to do so. This is where the realm of conjecture takes center stage, and we must tread carefully. Certain reports suggest that upon his ascension to the throne, William could contemplate awarding honorary distinctions to his in-laws. These proposals span from modest recognitions, such as induction into the Royal Victorian Order, to the more dramatic conferral of full peerage titles, like the imagined Earl and Countess of Bucklebury. This particular moniker, while evocative and charming, is entirely speculative. No such title currently exists in the annals of nobility, and no official proposal has been lodged with the College of Arms, the body responsible for heraldic matters. The buzz surrounding this idea seems to have originated from a blend of internet chatter and enthusiast forums, rather than leaks from palace sources or constitutional documents. It's unconfirmed, lacking any draft paperwork, public declarations, or direct historical parallels. Nevertheless, the story persists because it resonates on an emotional level, the yearning for acknowledgement in a world that often overlooks quiet contributions. Carol Middleton, in particular, has emerged as a pillar of poise, known for her grace, her restraint, and her unwavering allegiance to her daughter and grandchildren. Observers in royal circles have dubbed her the monarchy's silent anchor, her influence manifesting not in grandiose proclamations or high-profile endorsements, but in the everyday nurturing of the next royal generation. If honors are partly bestowed in recognition of service, could this not qualify as service of the utmost significance? And might a future King William, influenced by the familial warmth the Middletons instilled, be inclined to defy convention on their behalf? These are the speculative underpinnings, grounded more in heartfelt rationale than in concrete plans. To fully grasp the ramifications, we need to delve into the essence of titles within the royal framework. These aren't mere ornamental badges. They frequently entail tangible assets like estates, financial stipends, and even voting privileges in the House of Lords, though the latter has been curtailed in modern times. They also embody a symbolic function in the broader governance of the nation. Conferring such honors is no trivial decision. Establishing a new peerage for the Middletons would necessitate endorsement from both Parliament and the monarch, effectively forging a new noble lineage, an act not typically extended to non-aristocratic in-laws of the crown. However, as William would ascend as king, he retains the prerogative to petition Parliament. If this gesture were positioned not as a political maneuver, but as a personal expression of thanks, perhaps even as a non-hereditary honor, it becomes conceivable, albeit not guaranteed. This nuance is vital. Conceivable does not equate to imminent or planned. An alternative avenue, often eclipsed in discussions, is the possibility of the Middletons receiving royal accolades that fall short of full titles. For example, they could be appointed to the Royal Victorian Order, a chivalric institution bestowed by the sovereign upon individuals who have provided personal service. This wouldn't elevate them to peerage status, but it would bestow a meaningful form of royal affirmation. Such an honor wouldn't disrupt the constitutional order, yet it would carry profound symbolism. It would subtly affirm that dedication matters, that behind-the-scenes contributions aren't disregarded, and it would enable the monarchy to convey appreciation without igniting controversies over privilege and inherited status. Even so, detractors warn against proceeding even this far. Traditionalists contend that any formal recognition for the Middletons could muddy the boundaries between monarchical tradition and merit-based society, between inherent rights and bestowed favors. They argue it might set a troubling example for future royal unions. If William extends honors to his in-laws, what about George or Charlotte in years to come? Where would such precedents draw the line? Moreover, public sentiment plays a crucial role. In an era marked by economic challenges and waning trust in institutions, the perception of elevating one's relatives to noble ranks, regardless of merit, might not resonate favorably with the general populace. The monarchy's longevity hinges not just on adherence to tradition, but on judicious self-control, and in this scenario, that restraint might manifest as unspoken thanks rather than overt accolades. Yet, irrespective of whether titles materialize or not, one undeniable reality shines through. The Middletons have already left an indelible mark on the monarchy through their understated, transformative influence. They raised a future queen, infusing normality into a prince's life amidst turmoil. They brought stability, affection, and a semblance of everyday domesticity that royal existence often lacks. In this way, they have arguably contributed more to rejuvenating the public's perception of royalty than any official reforms or public relations campaigns. They wear no crowns, preside over no courts, but their impact has been nothing short of majestic. As we gaze toward the impending era of King William and Queen Catherine, debates over tradition versus recognition will intensify. Will the crown extend formal acknowledgement to those who helped fortify it? Or will it, true to its nature, honor through deeds rather than designations? Time alone holds the answers. Until then, the humble village of Bucklebury with its tranquil hedges and unpretentious homes, harbors something the grand palaces cannot replicate: a heritage of love, steadiness, and the quiet strength of private life. In a system that flourishes on symbolism, this might just be the most potent emblem of all. To expand on this narrative, let's delve deeper into the historical context that shapes these speculations. The British monarchy's approach to titles has evolved dramatically over centuries. In the medieval period, peerages were often granted as rewards for military service or political loyalty, creating a class of nobles who held significant power. By the Victorian era, under Queen Victoria's long reign, titles became more about consolidating imperial prestige and rewarding colonial administrators or industrial magnates who bolstered the empire's wealth. However, the 20th century brought seismic changes, including the Attlee government's reforms in 1945 that stripped hereditary peers of their automatic seats in the House of Lords, reducing their political clout. Queen Elizabeth II's era saw a shift toward more egalitarian honors, like life peerages for non-hereditary lords and ladies, which allowed for recognition without perpetuating aristocratic dynasties indefinitely. This backdrop makes the idea of a Middleton peerage intriguing, because it would harken back to older traditions while potentially modernizing them, perhaps as a non-hereditary title, ensuring it doesn't create a lasting noble line. Consider the Middletons' background in greater detail. Michael Middleton, a former flight dispatcher turned entrepreneur, and Carol, a former flight attendant who became a key figure in their party supply business, epitomize the aspirational middle class. Their company, Party Pieces, started modestly but grew into a multi-million-pound enterprise, symbolizing self-made success. This rags-to-riches story contrasts sharply with the inherited wealth of many royal in-laws, like the Bowes-Lyons, Queen Elizabeth the Queen Mother's family, or the Mountbattens, Prince Philip's maternal side. Yet it's this very ordinariness that has endeared them to the public. Catherine's upbringing in Bucklebury, a village known for its equestrian culture and proximity to royal estates like Windsor, provided her with a blend of rural tranquility and proximity to privilege, which she carried into her royal role. Reports from royal biographers, such as those in Penny Junor's works on the Wales family, highlight how Carol's organizational skills and Michael's steady demeanor have been instrumental in managing family logistics. From school runs for the young royals to hosting private gatherings that offer respite from public duties. The speculative Earl and Countess of Bucklebury title draws from the village's name, evoking a sense of whimsy and locality. Bucklebury, with its historic manor houses and ties to literary figures like John Betjeman, who praised its idyllic charm, could indeed inspire a bespoke honor. But creating such a title would involve the College of Arms, which vets all new peerages to ensure they don't duplicate existing ones or offend heraldic traditions. Historically, titles are often named after estates or regions, like the Duke of Wellington or Earl of Wessex. A Bucklebury peerage would be novel, potentially signaling a break from the norm to honor personal ties over territorial significance. This could spark debates about whether it undermines the meritocratic elements of modern honors, as championed by figures like Tony Blair's government, which introduced the House of Lords Act 1999 to further democratize the upper chamber. On the emotional side, the Middletons' role in providing normality to the Wales family cannot be overstated. Prince William, who lost his mother Diana at a young age, has spoken publicly about the importance of family stability. Carol's influence is often cited in media profiles. She's described as the one who taught Catherine the art of poise under pressure, much like how Queen Victoria relied on her own mother, the Duchess of Kent, for guidance. If William were to honor them, it might reflect a broader trend in the monarchy toward valuing emotional support. Compare this to Prince Harry's marriage to Meghan Markle, where her mother, Doria Raglan, received no title but was integrated into royal life, highlighting the selective nature of such recognitions. Public opinion, as mentioned, is a double-edged sword. Polls from organizations like YouGov show that while the British public admires Catherine's relatability, often attributed to her Middleton roots, there's skepticism about undue privileges. The 2022 Jubilee celebrations saw widespread affection for the royals, but economic woes post-Brexit have fueled Republican sentiments. Granting titles to the Middletons could be seen as out of touch, reminiscent of controversies like the Cash for Honors scandal under Tony Blair. Conversely, it might humanize the monarchy, showing it values loyalty over lineage, aligning with progressive views on equality. Alternatives to full peerages, like the Royal Victorian Order, offer a middle ground. Established in 1896 by Queen Victoria, this order honors personal service to the monarch. With grades ranging from member to Knight Grand Cross, it's been awarded to figures like royal aides and even celebrities who supported causes. For the Middletons, an MVO, member of the Victorian Order, could be a fitting nod, allowing them to use post-nominal letters without altering the peerage system. This would mirror how Prince Philip's sisters were honored without full titles, maintaining tradition while acknowledging contributions. Looking ahead, William's reign promises continuity with change. As a king shaped by Diana's legacy of compassion and Catherine's grounding influence, he might prioritize reforms like those his grandmother initiated. Yet constitutional experts, such as those from the Institute for Government, warn that any title granting could require parliamentary approval under the Peerage Act 1963, which governs new creations. If framed as a personal honor, it might bypass some scrutiny, but it could still invite legal challenges or media scrutiny. In conclusion, the Middleton story underscores the monarchy's adaptability. Whether titles come or not, their legacy endures. As viewers, we can appreciate this through subscribing to Global Royal Insider for more insights. If this exploration resonated, like the video, subscribe, and let's continue uncovering the Windsor's hidden depths.